So immediately right off the bat, during the bucket brigade, coming around probably the last 100 meters, Hunter was passing Aaron and just reached over and kind of smacked Aaron in the stomach. Aaron proceeds to step forward and launch the bucket at Hunter. It bounces off Hunter and he kind of stumbles forward and continues on. When you break it down, what we came down to in terms of conclusion was kind of there's two infractions here. Hunter, we're calling it, impeded the progress of Aaron Newell, and that resulted in a 5-minute penalty. And then Aaron was actually did a dangerous situation where he intended to injure Hunter, and that was a 10-minute penalty.
Aaron didn't have a game. Aaron's the kind of person who walks in here and like tries to put a grenade on the ground and he'll allow himself to get blown up. He would not have gotten docked points for the little fiasco that we had if he had just kept his mouth shut, but he ran up right away and was like, get him DQ'd.
First thing you say to me when I walk up is like, am I getting DQ'd?
Yeah, because Hunter went around being like...
Because you threw a bucket. It sounds like Hunter's going to take it. Aaron's obviously not happy with it, not happy with the discrepancy in the penalty, but spent a long time thinking about it and getting to where we are.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, behind us, we have Spartan DEKA Strong, one of our 3 DEKA activations. We have DEKA Strong, DEKA Mile, and DEKA Fit. This is 10 crazy functional fitness training zones with no running in between. Move fast, get extension, right, add extension. Okay.
I'd much prefer to do the more explosive, like strength-oriented types of events than like the 5-hour bike ride or the 6-hour trail run. The strength ones is more in my wheelhouse a little bit.
We ready to do this? Yeah. Are you ready to bring it? Yeah. Okay, when I say bring, everybody in the middle. Everybody in the middle. When I say bring, you say hit. Bring! 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 Bring!
Heat 1 and lane 1, we have Corinna Coffin. Lane 2, we have Sam Briggs. On deck, we have Lauren Weeks.
I'm 38 now, so I'm kind of coming to the end of my career. So I want to make the most of opportunities that come up. And when a competition that's as cool as this comes up, I'm not going to turn it down. It's like, yeah, I'm going to come out here. I'm going to give it everything. I'm like, I've got as good a chance as the other girls of getting in that top 5. I'm like, okay, let's go play.
3, 2, 1, go!
Stop, ladies! Stop, ladies!
Come on, go! Quick credit, quick! Quick credit, quick! Wrap it up! Go, girl! Go! Here you go, Sam, you're crushing it.
Go, Sam. Keep it up.
I think they matched me and Corinne because they were thinking that we were the two that are like strong contenders on this event, and that's why they pitched us against us, and it was back and forth for a while. I was able to get in front of her on the bike, and then she just wasn't. She kept like kind of creeping back up to me, but just wasn't able to like get it at the end. And we both were actually faster than the world record, but I managed to do it just that little bit faster. It was nice to get a win for the morning. It's my first win of the weekend, so definitely a good way to start day two. And then this afternoon, I think it's more about kind of pacing myself and just enjoying myself this afternoon. There's a couple of girls who ride mountain bikes professionally, so it's kind of let them go and watch them do their stuff, and yeah, just get out there and see how I feel cycling for 5 hours.
I think it's incredible that there's so many people sort of willing to commit to, I don't know, the unknown, I guess.
I think one of the cool things was that all the girls, at least, there were so many people who were brand new to certain events. So, you know, they'd be like, okay, well, what do you wear for this? Or like, what kind of fueling strategy like works for this? Or should you wear gloves, or what kind of shoes? And like, everyone was super generous in their advice. And like, you know, you're not really going to find in most events or even most sports is like that generosity amongst competitors.
Yeah, a lot of respect for the women. You know, I think a lot of time women don't get enough, you know, acknowledgement and respect for their craft, because, man, they kick butt. They dope.
You know, we've got 4 key disciplines coming here. Like I said, we want to team them together. We put Lindsay and Nicole together, Spartan world champions. We put professional runners together, CrossFit athletes, triathletes that are coming up for the men. We teamed them together. So far, the first 6 females have crushed the Spartan DEKA STRONG record that stood before we got to the farm.
Coming into the competition, I was really worried about Nicole and Rhea because they're my familiar competitors. I knew Corinna would be here, but I didn't really think that much about it, which says a lot about how much more endurance-based I thought this event would be, and it ended up just being like a lot more heavy lifting than what I expected, but I think I gleaned a lot from that too, and I'm definitely going to incorporate it into my training from now on.
Come on! Come on, Lindsay! Come on, one more, run across there. Boom! Yeah!
Go, Nicole! Woo! Crank them out, almost there.
The men's playing field was pretty cool. Like, I think there's a lot of really diverse athletes amongst the men.
Yeah, they're feisty. They are putting on a good show, let me tell ya. They are interesting to watch. But everybody has their own story, and it's so cool.
My name's Ryan Adkins, and I'm a professional Spartan racer. I'm from Canada, living in Sutton, Quebec now. And I guess I've been competing at obstacle course races since 2013. I mean, my goal coming into this was to just give my all and like get the most performance out of myself I could at every event.
Come on! 3, 2, 1, go! Hammer in the herniator, you're on deck.
Usually in sport, I've found that sometimes things don't go your way and sometimes the ball bounces in an unfavorable manner, but it usually evens out over the course of an event. So it's really not over till it's over.
When they were introducing the rosters of athletes at the beginning of the competition, they introduced Herman, and yeah, it was basically like, oh, he's not really an athlete anymore, but he trains athletes, and he came out and absolutely destroyed. And I think it was Aaron who said, I'm glad we didn't see a trained Herman this weekend, because it would have been like something absolutely terrifying.
Come on, Hunter. 18. 2 more. 19. 1 more. Run across. 20, you're done. Good work, Hunter.
Come on, Ryan.
Come on, Ryan. You got a good time going, brother.
Go, Ryan. Nice, Ryan. Second run. Yeah.
Good work, Ryan. That's how his second place finish. Let's go, Hammer!
Let's go, Ken. Think about that slide work you've been doing. Let's go. Let's go ahead.
How many?
So close. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Come on, Hammer.
Go, 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 go,
Come on!
go. One more run. Go, go, go.
Woo!
Oh, 40? Both of you guys got the record off, so it's first 4 crack the record.
Damn, good.
Hunter, how'd you do, buddy?
I got 11:59.
Had a boy.
What was he, 12
What'd
what?
you get, Hunter?
I need more unicorn power.
Come on.
I lost to Ryan Kent by like 2 or 3 seconds, and that knocked me out from 3rd to 4th in that event, which is like pretty significant. And I was just like, to lose to someone by like, 2 seconds, that's like a single missed rep or just like doing one little thing wrong. It's like a lot of little things, but like all those little things added up to at least a second. So I was just like really frustrated that that ball bounced wrong for me.
Work that thing. Come on. Are you ready? Let's go, big dog. Nice, Aaron. Go, 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 go.
Use those legs. Come on, use those legs.
Come on, let's go. There you go.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Come on, pick it up. Pick it up. Turn around, pick it up, Brian. Come on, Kurt. Kurt, come on, come on.
I've done all those things on their own, and you gotta do them back to back 10 times.
How'd that go?
It's the real deal. Yeah.
Come on!
Come on, Mike! Come on, Mike! Yeah!
Come on, baby.
Yeah, Mike.
There you go. Pop the hits, pop the hits. Yeah, there it is. Let's get it, let's get it. 4, 3, 3 and it's over. 3 and it's over. 3 and it's over. 2 more, 2 more. 2 more, let's go. Two more. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. One more. Into here, run to that
Feels good to be done. Feels good to have as much support as I did from everyone. I do these exercises, so I knew that those were like all about 20, 30 pounds more than I normally do. So I was pretty sure it was gonna be a struggle, and I was not wrong. But I couldn't have got it done without everyone supporting me and helping me, coaching me. Yeah, it's awesome. That's what I love about these events is like you become quick friends with people and support everyone else. And like if I had done that on my own in my backyard, I would have thought I was like the strongest guy and the most incredible athlete in the world. But then you come and see when, you know, people actually know what they're doing, and yeah, and you're like, oh, I suck. But really, like, that was like my most I've ever done. So I got to look at it in a, you know, that's like, for me, that was like a huge thing. So yeah, it was unbelievable.
You know, you think that things are going to be more structured or you're going to be able to plan. And then when you're just thrown the event the night before and you're like, do I even have the gear to do this?
Yeah, I think that's what was so cool about the Spartan Games was that you had, you know, the rest of the night and the next morning to kind of think about your approach to each event. And you show up and, you know, you don't know what to expect, but you give it your best. And I really liked that element of surprise.
So thinking through, like we said, which types of events we want to define sort of make up what the fittest athlete in the world could look like. Mountain biking is taking that traditional cycling to another level. There's elements out there. Obviously, just traditional cycling is necessary to be successful at mountain biking, but it requires a different skill set, different upper body strength, the ability to navigate sort of the unknown. So it's a 9-mile loop out there on course in the mountains of Vermont. It's interesting, one of the athletes is an Xterra mountain biking world champion, 15-time national champion, all the way down to athletes who have literally never ridden a mountain bike before.
My name is Faith Cook, and we're about to do some mountain biking for 5 hours. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let the crotch burn.
I mean, I primed the engine with the Deca Fit experience, strongman last night, so that's 2 back-to-back wins. But this is where there's a split in the road, where the endurance athletes and the strength athletes go, boop. So I'm gonna try to be up in that top 5 pack for sure. It's on me to like really just continue to press the pace, but I don't think the race really starts until like 3 hours in.
It's like Vermont single track. It's gonna be like pretty good dirt, lots of rocks mixed in, probably some rooty sections, up the mountain, down the mountain. So you could definitely hurt yourself out there if you're not careful, and if you get going too fast, or if you grab the wrong brake or whatever. So hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't want to see anyone get hurt. What you got in there?
Power juice. I hold the power! Good mark!
He snapped a chain.
I can glue his chain out.
Oh, damn it. Adkins broke his chain the first 10 seconds of the race. He had his chain rebuilt and he was riding within less than a minute.
One way to get the heart rate up. You're not sweating it too much, right? Oh shoot. Okay, let's race.
Oh no! You gotta be f***ing kidding me. Dude, I already flatted. Anybody got a bike tool? Help me take off the front tire. Anybody got a bike tool? I think you just need to come prepared, and I also realized like you have to come with gear. I didn't even have the right tools. I had to wait a couple minutes, grab a tool off somebody else, take my tire off, try to pump it up. My pump didn't even work, and then I had to run down the mountain in my bike shoes through the woods, have somebody replace my tire, and then go back up. And like Adkins had his chain rebuilt and he was riding within less than a minute because he had the pieces on him and was just ready. That's the difference between a professional and an amateur.
This course is no joke.
You mean beautiful?
It's beautiful, it's just hard.
Yeah, well, that's good, because you wouldn't want it to be too easy, right?
Have fun, Mac.
All right.
Whoever said that this is rolling, non-technical terrain can kiss me, you know what?
It's fun. I'm looking forward to going back down again.
Yeah.
Just a lot more climbing than I was expecting.
Yeah.
It's anything but what you said. It is not rolling. It is very, 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 very technical.
It's not rolling and smooth.
It's not smooth, non-technical trails. This is like the hardest thing I've done in my life.
Oh, it's awesome. It's nice and bony. It's actually like way easier than what I'm used to riding.
I'm gonna tell you all the pro tips. Eat candy bars. Friggin' raise it downhill. Full send.
This is literally my first time on a bike.
No, I can't go. You guys screwed me. Man. You guys said non-technical, and it's straight up technical. And I'm in road shoes. Allow me to freaking prepare myself and not try and twist my knee. Being a pro is when you can properly prepare. Look at these things, man. Come on.
Each athlete definitely flipped a switch and they turned it on. They said, okay, I'm here to win. I'm here to kick some butt. How do I do my best at this? But there was always a segment of the group that was taken way out of their comfort zone and was brought back to like being a novice, right? And they were forced to sit there and say, man, I'm usually really good at everything I do, but in this case, I have no idea what's going on. So how do I become the best really quickly?
Ride your bike down there. You should have said non-technical. This is technical. Why are you riding road clips? Because you guys said rolling hills, non-technical.
All right, well, we can debate what that means later, but
Straight up advanced, not rolling. It's advanced. Like this is straight up like you're going to die. But I'm having fun.
good.
I'm pissed because I want the points.
Some of those,
but
you got this.
I know. Now I'm gonna have some fun. No, I'm not gonna die.
It's a long race. You got it.
I know. Okay.
Stay cool. You got this.
I got it. All right. I'll see you guys later.
From a mountain biking perspective, these trails are definitely not technical, right? Yes, it's mountain biking, but they're designed to be really flowy, lots of switchbacks. From a mountain biking perspective, technical is like rooty, rocky, like real sketchy descents and climbing where it takes a lot of like maybe years and years of ability to be built up. And so, you know, Max is a great dude, took it in stride. Obviously he's frustrated, it's competition, and there's clearly a difference of opinion as to what technical means, but you know, we're ribbing him because he went out in his road pedals, in his road shoes, which is, and he's gonna ride him in the triathlon helmet, but we talked him out of that and put him in a mountain biking helmet. So hopefully he makes up some time and gets back into it.
Just keep moving forward, good things happen.
If you see Josiah,
was a really good challenge, and it was really fun. And then, yeah, that's why I came. Yeah, for stuff like that. So that was cool.
Dude, it's just the second flat and on the same hill. It's so crazy.
Yeah, good job, Kelsey. Nice job. Way to go.
I mean, it went better than all the other events so far. It was super fun. It was definitely more my comfort zone.
Oh my God. That was the scariest thing I've ever done.
What was the scary?
I never mountain bike because, I don't know, it's like a fear thing for me. But through competition, you have to overcome those fears or else you're just gonna be stuck out there. So I'm proud of myself for just overcoming my fears.
Listen, you're the first guy I've ever seen attack a mountain bike course in road pedals, in road shoes. Like, so mad props, mad props.
I get asked a lot like why I got into American Ninja Warrior 6 years ago, and I saw it as a kid and I told myself like I'm gonna do that one day. And then that leaked out at one point to my family where I told my mom like, hey, I wanna do this, I told my grandmother, and like there was one year where my mom passed and then a couple months later my grandmother, then my dad's mom, my stepdad, my great grandmother. And it was just this time where I was like, everyone's gone. And it just like this abysmal idea started to creep in that like nothing good's gonna come, no newness of life is gonna come. And I thought to myself as well, like I said I was gonna do these things, I'm gonna start doing them. On that list was American Ninja Warrior. And it feels like I'm honoring my family when I'm able to say I did it. I like to believe, if not, I truly believe that my family is somehow proud of me.
Yes! Dog. Yes!
Yo!
Yes, Grant!
Yo!
Dude, I fell. You're amazing! You beat Hunter! Nobody cares about anything
I went
else.
over the bike 3 times on the way down. Is my helmet still... My
Still
face,
intact?
dude?
Yeah,
I hit
still
the tree.
Did you hit your head?
Are you
Bro,
concussed?
Look at my elbow, dude. Oh. Hey, is there a medic? I see a crack right here.
You hurting anywhere right now?
I hit the tree on this side.
Okay, okay. Listen, I need...
I'm not gonna lie, I wanted that win right there so bad. I couldn't go uphill. Like my legs just don't, I don't train this, so I can't go uphill. So people are just smoking me on the uphill. And I'm like, the only thing I got is a full send, 100% downhill as fast as I can go. I mean, it was a really tough bike today, but I do feel like I achieved something that my family would be proud of. And as I feel beat up halfway through this, I'm gonna go tonight to rest and build hope in whatever way for the future events. You know, a lot of the boys came up to me today and said, hey man, I'm so proud of how you came through and you beat Hunter. And I mean, that was awesome. And it was a last minute pass right before the finish. And so, you know, I'll build hope based off of the community here and also just knowing my family will be proud of me for pushing it and putting my all into what I'm doing.
Flat tire.
So right now, Adkins and Lindsay are riding together, it looks like. They're going to be our first place male and female finisher. Josiah's about 3 minutes behind. He started this lap about 10 behind. So he's catching up, but they're really close. They're probably about 5 minutes out, so I don't think he's going to have time. But he put in a heck of a last lap here to make it competitive.
Ryan Adkins, he's the athlete that like growing up, you're like, how does he do this over and over, right? And he continues to do this to this day, where Ryan Adkins is crushing fastest known times out in the woods, to the point where people don't believe it, right? They're like, this is bull. They don't believe how fast he goes. Doesn't lift the weight really ever. So he's just one of these like insanely genetically gifted people who will always perform whatever he does.
It was good. It was a lot of fun. Oh, such a great course. So many fun trails and fun descents. And the worst part was breaking my chain on the start line and I had to hammer pretty hard on the first climb, like all the way to the top to catch Josiah. That was a big effort. Dropped him, and then I kind of was kind of bluffing a bit, because then I kind of just like, whew, took the foot off the gas a little bit, and I think that was enough for him to just say, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Josiah!
Yeah!
Got Josiah.
Dude, great ride. That was super fun. Did you flat?
Yeah.
Oh no. On the descent on the second lap?
On the second lap, yeah. Front tire, one of those hidden rocks that was like that big.
Jeez.
Oh, man. Oh, my watch even died. I didn't get lapped.
Good job! Oh my god, my back, I can't stand up.
That's what went on me and my back. I was like,
Hey! Hey! I can't stand. It went really well. Yeah, I'm super happy. I think I've spent, without races this year, I've spent a lot of time just mountain biking, and it gave me like an opportunity to kind of refine my more technical skills, I would say, which normally I'm afraid of getting injured or something during a regular race season, so I avoid it. But this year I've just spent a lot of time following my husband Ryan down some pretty like high-speed descents that are a little out of my element, which I think really paid off today because it was a 4.5 mile descent. So I don't think I realized how badly I wanted to win this one until I started riding. So yeah, it definitely fueled the fire in me. Can you not stand either? My back is like,
oh my gosh, I'm crashed. Good job.
Want to acknowledge how awesome it was out there today, right? Deca was great, tons of energy, new product for us. Kudos to Yancey and Jared for leading the way across the nation with that. And some exciting news for that. But on the mountain bike, I personally love mountain biking, so it's great to see just everybody's performance out there. There's people, I acknowledge there's people out there that are completely out of their comfort zone, right? I was really proud to see that, and proud of you. I'm grateful you guys tackled that with great attitudes. It made me smile, so thank you for that, and I appreciate that. But we're going to turn over to Nate. He's going to do all the stuff with the points, and then we'll get into tomorrow.
Ryan in first place on the guys with 78 points, and Karina in first place on the women's side with 72 points. So that being said, it'd be awesome to have both of you guys come up here and present to you your leader jerseys.
Thank you.
And Ryan, for the second time, you are the leader.
Hey. Who else is a little sore?
All right, tomorrow's going to be a fun day. Similar to today, not that logistically complicated. We got two events. First off, Spartan Wrestling. And then in the afternoon, so starting at noon, we're going to have the Ultra, the run. You have 6 hours. 6 hours to run as long as you can, as far as you can, on an approximately 5 mile loop.
How do we feel about this?
I'm not a fighter. Can we just have like a hugging match? She's
strong.
Don't let her like.
Hey, this ain't tug of war.
This
ain't
yeah,
tug of war. This
this
is
is
be
like-
different.
No hitting, no headbutting, no hair pulling. As soon as you touch the ground, it's done. Like if somebody's just doing this for time, I'll be like, okay, well you're on the clock. You have to score in 15 seconds. If you don't attack the person and you're still doing this, the other person gets a point. That's how all wrestling is done.
That'd be really nice.
Or better yet, I'm using my hip into you.
I guess I'm just getting frustrated right now because there's a lot of events that suit people who are like larger than me, and I just feel like, what do I have to do to like move into first place? But these events keep getting put on that just like suit somebody who's a bigger size than me. Like I'm not going to be able to beat Faith in wrestling. Maybe if I'm really, really quick. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
It's a hell of an experience.
That was just so hard.
They claim that I'm fractured and I wouldn't flip. But I'm unstoppable, capable, stable, dependable, conquering obstacles, fighting in